Three families, three different estate plans. Two lost everything within 5 years. However, one protected their wealth for generations. Want to know the difference? They knew something most families never learn about trust alternatives that go way beyond basic planning. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulet. I'm an estate and elder law planning attorney licensed in both Florida and in Minnesota. And after 30 years helping families protect their wealth, I'm going to show you exactly what that third family did differently. Now, before we begin, if you haven't already, make sure you click the like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new videos like this one. If you have a question, post it in the comments below and I may answer it in an upcoming video. And if you stay until the end, I'll share some resources where you can discover more. So here's what happened to those first two families. The Johnson family in Minnesota, well, they had a traditional will leaving $800,000 to their two kids. Sounds responsible, right? Unfortunately, no. Within 3 years, one son lost half his inheritance in a divorce. The other daughter, well, she lost most of hers when her husband's business failed and creditors came after their personal assets. The Martinez family did what their attorney called smart planning, which was staging the distributions to their kids. Half at 25, the balance at 30. But here's the problem. Those distribution dates became target dates for creditors and divorcing spouses and their attorneys. The money was safe in the trust until it wasn't. But that third family, they used what we call a lifetime asset protection trust. And here's what makes this incredible. In Florida, these trusts can last 1,000 years. In Minnesota, 500 years. Think about that. Money you protect today could benefit your great-great-great-grandchildren. And let me show you the math. Just $100,000 properly invested at 6% and protected, well, in 50 years, that could be worth over 1.8 million. In 100 years, over 33 million. In 200 years, over 11 billion. And that's the power of compound growth when it's truly protected. And these trusts give your family 3 layers of protection that traditional planning simply cannot match. So the first layer of protection is divorce protection. The money never legally belongs to your child. It belongs to the trust. I watched one family's son go through a nasty divorce. His ex-wife's attorney spent months trying to get to the trust assets. And in the end, she got nothing. Layer 2 is creditor protection. When life happens, lawsuits, business failures, medical emergencies, it's very difficult for creditors to touch trust assets. Your child can access money for legitimate needs, but outsiders can't force distributions from their trust. Layer 3 is tax protection, and here's the big one most families miss. With proper planning, these assets can grow and support your family for generations. But there's a trap called the generation skipping transfer tax, so the planning needs to be done correctly. Now let's briefly discuss why traditional estate planning so often fails. Most attorneys recommend staged distributions as a compromise. For example, give them half at 25, the rest at 30, they say. But that's like having a strong safe and leaving the door open every few years. Those distribution dates become vulnerability windows. When you leave your money outright, it often becomes marital property in divorce, gets counted in estate taxes, and sits exposed to creditors. The Lifetime Asset Protection Trust, it can provide protection on all fronts. Let me tell you about the Wilson family. They started with $500,000 in a properly structured trust 30 years ago. Today, well, that trust is worth over $4 million and supports 3 generations of their family. The money cascades down through generations, never going through anyone's personal estate, minimizing taxes and not exposed to creditors, just growing and protecting the family legacy. But here's what I love most about this story. The grandchildren don't just inherit money. They inherit a family tradition of financial responsibility and protection. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Chuck, my kids will think I don't trust them. Well, here's what I tell my clients. You wear seatbelts not because you're a bad driver, but because other people might be. You insure your house not because you're careless, but because storms happen. Trust protection works exactly the same way. It's not about your children's character. It's about protecting them from forces that are often beyond anyone's control. Now, here's the thing. The best time to set up these trusts is before you need them. Once a lawsuit is filed or divorce proceedings begin, well, it may be too late. Every day you wait is a day your family remains vulnerable. But more importantly, it's a day of lost compound growth opportunity. Now, if you would like to explore how these strategies can protect your family's wealth, visit our website at roulettelaw.com to schedule your consultation. I'm also hosting an exclusive online masterclass where I'll be revealing the advanced strategies I use with my private clients to help them avoid probate, save on taxes, and protect the money they leave for their kids. And you can join us by signing up at the link in the description below. Your family's financial security is too important to leave to chance. Let's build something that lasts for generations. I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video and the Masterclass. Be well.